Have you ever encountered a hurdle with launching or growing your business? Listen, there are two things that run a business: the back end and your soft skills.
I'm telling you right now, if these aren't in place, you'll lose clients and you'll lose money. Don't want that? Well, you're in the right place.
Hey, I'm Dana.
Hey, I'm Sarah.
We're your hosts who are going to tell you how it is, give you tips and tricks, and even occasionally bring on a guest that care about supporting you grow your business organically and nurture authentic relationships. Are you ready?
Welcome back to the Entrepreneur Encounter. Sarah and Dana here. We are in part 2 of a 3-part series of building better relationships with our clients. This is something that is really important to both Sarah and I. We don't take this part lightly. We are big on communication, maybe crossing into the over communication level of expectations with our client. But it is through that we are segueing into the topics of today, where we're going to share our knowledge, we're going to exceed expectations of our client, and we want to understand their goals and values. Keeping a good working relationship with our clients is essential. Communicating with them and their teams, and honestly with each other, is vital if we want to keep coming back for more. Sarah, do you have a client in mind where you were able to share your knowledge with someone?
When your client comes to you, they come to you because you are the experts. They don't know what they really need help with until you have a conversation with them. So when you are working on a project, okay, so for example, if you're working on a project with somebody and they need a blog post written and they're not a writer, they don't know what they're doing. And you give them step-by-steps of how to write the blog and how to even repurpose it. So you're sharing the knowledge with your clients, and this will educate them. This is going to help them figure out how to eventually down the road, if they need, write the blog themselves. Your clients are going to want to know the ins and outs of the projects that you're working on. Some might want you to do the project and that's that, but there are clients that want to be in it the whole way through. If you are not communicating process with your clients, there might be a disconnect, because this is your opportunity to share the information and educate your client for them to have a better understanding of your expertise.
I think it also brings, last time, I think we talked about building confidence or making them feel comfortable. They're coming to you because they have questions. They don't know how to do X, Y, Z. It's that if you're a social media marketer, your clients are coming to you because they don't know how to properly market, or they don't have the time to do so, but they also really don't understand the various algorithms, how often someone should be posting, what platforms they should even be on to reach their ideal audience. Sharing your knowledge with your audience or with your clients, it just gives them that sense of security, like, oh my gosh, I'm in good hands. You're not making them feel dumb or less than because they don't know how to do something. That's your job. I know when I work with people, I work best when I'm being educated, but in a very unique way of, well, I know more than you, so don't even ask questions. I love asking questions. I ask way too many questions. If you ask anyone in my inner circles of life, if I don't know something, I'm going to ask, and I'm going to probably ask in 50 different ways to see if I can better understand it, even though it's probably the same base level question. Sharing your knowledge and educating them helps you build that strong client relationship and develop a reputation as a professional because you're delivering outstanding results. Because most likely they've worked with someone in the past, or they have a friend in the entrepreneur space that has had a bad experience. That's usually one of my first questions in a clarity call is, have you worked with someone like me before, like an online business manager or a CRM setup? Have you had an experience like that before? And if they say yes, and I want to know what happened. Why didn't it work? Do you feel like it was more on your end and you just didn't have time to communicate? Or was it their problem? They didn't educate you and keep you up to date and communicate with the soft skills that we talk about in all of these episodes. By setting the reasonable expectation, you give yourself the opportunity to completely impress the client with the final project and continue to position yourself as a leader and someone that they will always want to work with, or always want to refer you to their friends and family who are going from side hustler to entrepreneur full time.
You have to go above and beyond your clients. Because if you don't, essentially they're going to not want to work with you anymore. I mean, like if you really think about it too, I know when you're working a 9 to 5 and you're clocking in, you're clocking out, you're just there for a paycheck and you get paid for essentially for what you're doing. So a lot of people in that atmosphere, they don't go beyond because of the role that they play. That as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as you are working with these people, you are treating them like a human, you're, asking questions, making sure that they have what they need. And so this shows that you actually care for the people that you work
I think that also helps you understand their goals and values better. It gives that mutual respect of when I bring on someone new, or honestly, if I don't even bring them on. I think I was joking with someone a couple weeks ago that if I will provide support and like your goals become my goals, even if it's during that 30 minutes of a conversation, at that moment, I'm so enveloped in what you're talking about that I just instantly start dreaming up avenues of what to do or steps to potentially take. I never tell someone they have to do something some one way because we all learn differently. We all have different values, but I will always dream up like these random things that I'm like, oh, well, this might work for you. This way you could reach a part of your audience. Are you launching a course? Well, you should do a podcast tour. And then I provide the resources to be able to achieve that. Whether they become my client or not, my goal is to always have that value to build that mutual respect that I want to support you, whether you buy from me or not. I hope you do, because yes, I am a business. But at the end of the day, I want the people in my realm, my sphere, to know that they are important, that their goals matter, and I want to be connected to them. Whether it's once a month, just networking call, maybe they are local and they come to a networking meeting that I go to every weekend, and I don't have to schedule more time into my calendar. That would be lovely. I'm not even gonna lie. But I want to make sure that all of my sales have that genuine touch point of I supported you first, because that's my main priority.
So I want to tell you a little story. So I have one of the clients I work with. She was working with a virtual assistant, online business manager before she was working with me, and they were not a good fit. She had to let them go, and it took her months to figure out if she really wanted to hire somebody else. And we were talking for a good maybe 2 months, and she's like, "Okay, I need your help." We had good conversation, and we were going back and forth. She was telling me what she needed help with. A business owner, your ideas are spewing, right? You have so many ideas, but you need to figure out a way to put them down, organize all your thoughts. Well, I call this brain dumping, right? Or venting in a way. And I was, figure this out. We can see what works. And if it doesn't work, then we can try something else. And that's what I'm going above and beyond for her, because I'm listening to her. I'm listening to her goals and what she wants to do for her business. And I'm helping her create a plan. And that is what she needed. The past business that she worked with, they were getting irritated in their minds. They thought she kept changing her mind. It wasn't that. She was brain dumping. She was venting. She needed to get it all out. And then I was able to take, let's say, a paragraph of text and comb through it and create a plan, and it worked. So you have to listen to your clients, because if you don't, they're not going to feel heard. They're not going to feel seen. And essentially, they're not going to trust you anymore, and then you won't be working with them anymore.
I think that's a great idea. And maybe that's our audience's homework this week, is creating a space for their team and their clients to just brain dump, or what I call word vomit. So with my bookkeeper, for instance, she's amazing and she's growing this community of other bookkeepers and she's bringing a lot of value, but I don't want to say constantly that's a bad thing. It's actually really great, but she regularly or consistently will hit me up in my DMs on Facebook and just brain dump ideas. What do you think of this? I want to offer this. Do you think it would be of good value? And I'll say from my standpoint, I'm not a bookkeeper, so I really don't know exactly what bookkeepers need, but I know what women entrepreneurs need. I know what would make me feel special. And so most likely it will make them feel special. And then, so I add my 2 cents. I give her the blueprint strategy like you do, and then she can tweak it and personalize it based on her knowledge and expertise at bookkeepers and their unique set of needs to do their job and to grow and elevate their service. I think that's our challenge for this week, is connect with someone and create a space where you just brain dump with them, almost like an accountability partner, and then come and leave your experience in our Facebook group and in the comments on these episodes so that we can cheer you on for one, accomplishing it because maybe you're not comfortable, but two, to provide more guidance and support for you for if you need a brain dump. Hit us up in the DMs. Sarah and I will always be ready to chit chat about whatever it is that y'all got going on.